Barlow Creations. If you're new to my channel and you're stopping by for the first time, thank you for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. Stick around a while by clicking that red button for more crafting on a budget, more everything on a budget videos to come. And if you click it again when the bell appears, YouTube should notify you every time I upload a new video, ? They say it's dependent on the option that you choose in the drop-down menu of the bell. If you're interested in following me on social media, you can find those links, you guessed it, in the description box below. What do I have going on for you for today? Today, I'm bringing to you a DIY where I turn these pumpkin pails that you can get around this time every year. Kids love them for trick-or-treating. I'm going to show you how I turn it into a fall and harvest decor piece that you're absolutely going to love. I picked up 4 of them because I love this DIY so much, and I can find 4 places to put pumpkins. Right, who can't? The more pumpkins, the merrier, right? Around this time of year. Today's DIY is quick, easy, budget friendly, and the outcome is amazing, and I think it's one you're going to love. So I'm going to quit my gabbing. Let's jump into it. And let's do some DIYing on a budget for the fall and harvest season using the fun new colors that I am loving incorporating into my decor this year. Let's get to it. Who is today's KB Creations Crafter of the Day? You'll want to stick around to the end of the video to see if it's your creation that's being featured in today's video. My blog is up and it is running. I will be posting a new blog every Monday, and this is where I take you along with me on this next chapter of my life and all of the amazing paths that it takes me on. I get personal because everything is personal, including this blog. This is nothing new. You all know I love incorporating fabric into my DIYs. I found this fun bundle at Walmart. It's by Create It. Look at these amazing, fun fall fabrics, a bit different than what I usually go for, but it just kind of caught my eye, so I'm going to go with it. We are, like I said, going to be using these pumpkin pails. You get them this time every year. We don't need the handle on this, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. I want to paint this because it's so bright, so I'm going to go ahead and spray paint it with a gray primer that I had in my stash because I don't want to use my chalk paint and use it up. So I'm going to give this a good coat. Once I've got a good coat of it on there, I'm going to take these stones that I had in my stash. I'm going to place them in the pail just to give it some weight. Then taking some felt, this is a scrap piece of felt that I had in my stash as well. I'm going to use that to cover the top of this because I need something to cover it. If you have something else, use something else. This is what I'm using. The fabrics out of that bundle that I thought I'd go with is this green. I am just loving how bright and vibrant it is. I know, right? And this sunflower. Truth be told, I love sunflowers. To cut this fabric, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it into 2-inch strips. So if you just take your fabric the way you see it here, just unfolding it a bit, you can easily cut your fabric instead of opening the fabric up fully. Just cut it while it's folded. And again, like I said, you're going to want to cut it into 2-inch strips. And by doing that, you're going to get a pretty even amount of strips out of this back quarter. Once you've got those 2-inch strips cut, you're going to want to go ahead and cut them in half again, just like so. This is going to give you several 11 1/4 inch strips. Yeah, 11 1/4. That's all you need for one pumpkin is one fat quarter. That should do the trick. And by cutting it this size, I promise you, you will have enough. I know it looks like they're a bit small. Don't worry about it. I'm going to show you at the end how we fix that. Just make sure that you cut your fabric the way I showed you. And like I said, one fat quarter will do the trick for one pumpkin. When placing your strips on the pumpkin, do not overlap them too much. You want to overlap them just enough where the edges are just meeting. If you overlap them too much, you're not going to have enough strips to cover your pumpkin. And so really you don't want to waste that beautiful fabric. You just want to use the amount that you need. And so again, there really is no need to overlap your strips too much. Just do it just enough so you're not seeing the pumpkin itself. I know some of you wanted me to update you on how I'm feeling. Not gonna lie, I feel like I have never had body aches like I have right now, except for when I got my second Moderna shot. That second shot hit me like a ton of bricks, Kayla and I both. And so this time I've got horrendous body aches. Last night I had a headache where I thought my head was gonna explode, and nothing was taking the headache away. And so thankfully an Excedrin finally helped, and I was able to get some sleep, but I just feel like the wind's been knocked out of me. I feel just weak, I feel exhausted, and even just standing is really hard right now. So I went on to Walmart.com. I know that Walmart has some tests that you can take for about $15, and I'm gonna have a couple of them delivered to the house so I don't have to leave, and so that way Kayla and I can get tested. Kayla went to work yesterday because work told her she had to go in, but she's calling in sick today because she just does not feel good either. So to be continued, I guess we'll see what happens. You know, it is what it is, and we're just gonna stay home and hunker down. That is it for the Sika update. You can see here that I had one last strip of the fabric left that I'm using just to do some patchwork on the top and the bottom of the pumpkin. Don't worry about how it looks on the bottom. Nobody's gonna see it, and on the top, we're gonna cover it up. For the top of this pumpkin, I'm gonna be using some of this moss that you can get at Dollar Tree. This is the moss that's more on the brown side, not that green reindeer moss that I left, because it's harvest and fall. I'm gonna go with more of the brown. You choose, it's your DIY, so get creative, make it your own. I'm gonna pound the top of this pumpkin with a bunch of hot glue. Now I know that not all of this moss is gonna stick to this hot glue. I know this. So what am I gonna do so we don't have moss falling off everywhere? Oh my goodness, wait for it, because there is a hack that you're going to love. Yes, an aerosol hairspray, Aquanet to be exact, is what I'm using. If it's gonna hold your hair in place, it's gonna hold the moss in place. So just hit that moss with it. I didn't show you doing that. I do show you here that I am putting one of Dollar Tree stumps on the top of my pumpkins for the stem. You can see that I did that to both of these pumpkins here. I'm gonna place both these pumpkins together side by side, and I'm gonna hit them with a bit of hot glue. I did in fact also do a pumpkin out of burlap. You're gonna do it the same way as we did with the fabric, and you can see here that I am pounding the top of this pumpkin with some hot glue again to put more of the moss, because what am I gonna do with these 3 pumpkins? I'm gonna stack them. I wanted a set of 3 to put on my front porch. Yes, I'm adding to my front porch decor this year. This is not something I've ever really done. And on the top of these pumpkins, yes, more hot glue. You're gonna need a few sticks for this DIY. I'm just gonna place some hot glue here on the sides, just like so, and I'm going to place the burlap pumpkin right on top. This is gonna be such a cute piece. I went digging in my stash and got these mini pine cones out. I figured that these would be the perfect addition to the top of the moss. I felt like it was missing something. It needed a little something, maybe a raffia bow. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go with the pine cones for now. What's cool about this little mix is it's got these small little pumpkins in there too, so you can really have fun and just add some nice decorative pieces to the top next to the stump there. Ah yes, I am happy now. Look at how cute that looks. Just simple little things that make those perfect finishing touches. I bet you thought we were done. We're so not. Dollar Tree has this Thankful and Blessed wood DIY plaque by Crafter's Square. I am loving it, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't much like the bottom part of it. Some of you may. I didn't like it. It wasn't working for me. So I'm gonna take some hefty duty scissors and I'm gonna alter this piece. I am. I'm just gonna be careful when I do it. This wood is pretty easy to cut through. You just kind of wanna be gentle when doing it so you don't crack your plaque. I'm gonna remove this bottom leaf thing. Some of you may be saying, Kelly, why are you doing that? I like it. I don't. I really just don't. I don't know why. It doesn't go with the fall and harvest, I feel like, so I'm gonna make it work for me. Okay, I'm happy now. It really doesn't take much to make me happy. Just simple things like this, just, okay, I'm good now. I am gonna take some sandpaper and smooth out those edges just a bit because they are a bit on the rough side. And of course, I need to fill in those holes with some spackling because we can't have holes in our Thankful and Blessed sign. Once I got the spackling done, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this Thankful and Blessed with, guess what? Yes, some of Waverly's Antique Wax. Let us not forget, I said I was doing 4 pumpkins, so I wanted to show you that I did, in fact, cover this pumpkin with this fabric. And because I had some of these small little wood cutouts left from those mini pumpkins I did, I thought that this Farm Fresh would be the perfect one for my teal pumpkin. So I'm gonna hit this one with some antique wax as well. As usual, putting the option out there, if you can't get those word plaques at Dollar Tree, Linda has recreated them and they are available in her Etsy store for digital download, which means you can download it to your computer, upload it to Cricut and cut it out in cardstock, or you can have her cut and ship them to you with free shipping. You can find the link to Linda's Etsy store, guess where? Yes, in the description box below. So with this pumpkin, I'm gonna go ahead and finish it off with, yes, a raffia bow. We've been through this. Fall and Harvest screams raffia, not twine. There is a time and a place for twine, probably Christmas time, but right now, because it's Fall and Harvest, you gotta go with raffia. And I'll finish it off in the center with the wood word. Now, I will tell you that on the stack of pumpkins, I did not show you hot gluing on the Thankful and Blessed, but that is how I attached it, I promise. With this piece here, I gotta tell you, I was a bit on the fence on whether or not to add the stitching to the words. In the end, I opted out. I love the stained look. I decided to go with it. I love these pieces. They're quick, easy, budget friendly, and what fun new pieces to add to my Fall and Harvest decor this year. Who is today's KB Creations Crafter of the Day? It's going out to Carnett, who is bringing to us her recreation of my plaque holder. This side, she's got the trick or treat sign, loving it. And on the reverse side, she went ahead and did a Fall and Harvest that says thankful on it. I am loving your spin and your twist on this piece. Thank you, Car, for sharing your creation with us today. Look at here, Miss Kayla has uploaded a video today, not just any video, it's a DIY for me. She paint poured a flower vase for me. You gotta head on over to her channel, see how amazing this vase turned out. You can find the link to Kayla's video today, guess where? Yes, next to Linda's Etsy store, in the description box below. How fun are these pumpkins? It doesn't get any easier than that, right? It's quick, it's easy, it's budget friendly with an outcome that is amazing. We love DIYs like that. I know I do. Do you? Of course you do. I hope you all enjoyed today's Fall and Harvest Decor DIY using the pumpkin pails. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And let's get this video to 5,000 likes. Because like I always say, and I know I sound like a broken record, but each and every one of your thumbs up and those comments that you do leave down below, they really do help my channel to grow, and it helps YouTube to notice me just a bit more. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy crafting on a budget. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, and you know what I'm gonna say? Stay positive, because I am.